In the quiet town of Hollow's Edge, silence wasn't just a habit, it was a way of life, woven into the fabric of daily existence. But that all changed the day the hum began, a strange, low-frequency sound that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere all at once. At first it was barely noticeable, a faint vibration on the edge of perception. Yet, as days turned to weeks, it grew louder, more insistent, creeping into every corner of the town and every thought of its people. What started as a curiosity soon became an obsession, unraveling the delicate balance of their lives and revealing secrets long buried beneath the silence. But as the hum transformed into beeping codes, it sparked a frenzy among the townsfolk. What once was a mild curiosity now ignited into a wave of speculation and unease. Some claimed it was a message from an advanced civilization, while others whispered of military experiments gone awry. The elderly recalled tales of strange sounds during the war, their weathered faces heavy with worry, while the younger generation flooded social media with theories ranging from the bizarre to the supernatural. Farmers stopped their plows mid-field, and shopkeepers abandoned their counters, their ears straining toward the odd symphony that filled the valley. Children turned their makeshift kites into antennae, convinced they could decipher the beeps, while a group of amateur radio enthusiasts set up camp at the edge of town, their equipment blinking in synchronized chaos. The town's quiet rhythm was replaced by an electric tension, each beep a call to the unknown, a riddle demanding an answer. Dr. Lena Kesler had left her past behind, but the signal was a call she couldn't ignore. Years of painstaking research, the sacrifices she'd made, and the secrets she'd buried came rushing back as the beeping codes echoed through the valley. She had sworn off the world of cryptic signals and unexplainable phenomena, retreating to a quiet life where her name was just a whisper in academic circles. But this was different. The pattern of the signal was too precise, too familiar, stirring memories she had locked away. Memories of breakthroughs that had pushed the boundaries of understanding and the consequences that followed. The world thought she had disappeared, but now it seemed the signal had found her, pulling her back into a web of mystery. As Lena delves into the signal, the town begins to unravel. The once sleepy community is consumed by mounting paranoia and frenzied speculation. Neighbors who had shared warm smiles now exchanged suspicious glances, each convinced the other knew more about the strange codes than they let on. Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire, some believing the signal was a warning of impending doom, while others claimed it was an invitation meant only for the chosen few. The town square became a chaotic hub of makeshift antennas, chalkboards filled with nonsensical equations, and heated debates that often turned into shouting matches. Meanwhile, Lena worked tirelessly in secret, her small workshop lit by flickering monitors displaying the mysterious patterns. Each new breakthrough pulled her deeper into the puzzle, but also farther from the community she had just begun to feel a part of, as her findings hinted at something far beyond what she had imagined. Something powerful and possibly dangerous. A group claiming to possess knowledge of the signal's true nature arrived, stirring further unease. Clad in sleek, unmarked uniforms and speaking in cryptic tones, they set up a temporary base on the outskirts of town. They called themselves the Vanguard Initiative and declared the signal a harbinger of unprecedented change. Their presence only deepened the divide among the townsfolk. Some saw them as saviors with answers, while others viewed them as opportunists hiding darker motives. Whispers of cover-ups, hidden agendas, and ominous warnings spread, leaving the town teetering on the brink of chaos. The signal led them to an ancient secret, hidden beneath the mountains. Guided by the enigmatic patterns of the beeping codes, Lena and a small group of reluctant allies trekked through treacherous terrain, their breaths visible in the biting cold. Deep within the craggy peaks, they discovered a concealed entrance, obscured by centuries of rock slides and dense vegetation. What lay beyond was astonishing. A sprawling subterranean structure, its walls etched with symbols that glowed faintly as if responding to their presence. The air was thick with an unnatural energy, humming with the same rhythm as the signal that had haunted their nights. Strange machinery, untouched by time, stood in silent rows, their design far beyond human comprehension. Lena's heart raced as she realized this was no mere artifact of history. It was something alive, waiting. As they ventured deeper, fragments of the truth began to surface. The signal wasn't just a call, it was a warning. The technology housed within. But just as they began to understand, the past came crashing back. The intricate patterns of the glowing symbols triggered memories Lena had long buried, faces, voices, and decisions that had haunted her dreams. This was not the first time she had encountered such technology. Years ago, during her clandestine research, she had glimpsed fragments of a similar design, a project so secretive it was wiped from existence, along with everyone involved. Except her. The group's discovery had drawn attention, not just from the Vanguard initiative but from shadowy entities Lena recognized all too well. Helicopters thudded overhead, casting stark lights over the mountain's entrance as heavily armed teams descended. Orders barked in clipped tones sent Lena's mind reeling. She had heard those voices before, in labs hidden beneath deserts and forests. As the mountain trembled, seemingly responding to the growing conflict above, Lena realized that understanding the signal was the key to saving them all. The glowing symbols, the rhythmic beeping, and the ancient machinery all pointed to a singular purpose, a message encoded in layers of complexity designed to outlast civilizations. As the mountain shuddered with an ominous rumble, she worked frantically to decode its meaning. Her mind raced through equations and algorithms, blending her past research with the clues before her. The others watched anxiously as Lena's focus narrowed, her fingers trembling over the controls. She understood now that the signal wasn't just a call or a warning, it was a failsafe, an instruction manual left behind by an advanced race to prevent catastrophe. The technology wasn't meant to destroy, but to protect, to stabilize a world teetering on the brink of collapse. If she could crack the code in time, she could stop the tremors. As dawn broke, the signal faded, leaving only questions in its wake. The once steady beeping dissolved into silence, as if the mountains themselves had exhaled. The glowing symbols dimmed, retreating into obscurity, and the hum of the ancient machinery stilled. Lena stood among the ruins, her mind racing with unanswered questions. What had triggered the signal? Why had it stopped? And, most importantly, what had they unleashed? Or prevented? The townsfolk, weary and exhausted, looked to her for answers she didn't yet have. All that remained was an uneasy calm, heavy with the weight of the unknown.